Nothing beats the long-lasting freshness and quality taste of Clover Fresh milk, made with love by Clover.
Welcome back. It's your Feel Good Breakfast Show where we're keeping the magic on flow, of course. And now Clover has been part of our heritage for 120 years. And the proof is clearly in the pudding. And I mean that quite literally. So we've turned some beautifully unique South African flavors into a glorious wobbling Clover Fresh milk, Rooibos and Marula Panna Cotta. I hope I said that correctly. Now, we cannot think of a better way to celebrate these ingredients of our heritage. And I'm joined by Herman here in the kitchen where we're going to be making some magic. Brother, what's happening here?
That dessert got everything in that makes me smile.
Okay, well, I'm joining you on that, and I hope the taste does exactly the same thing. So where are we starting with this?
So we're going to start, there's two things in this recipe. The one is a crumb. So when you make like set desserts that's cream-based or milk-based, you have to play with textures. Obviously, a creamy dessert's got that like a mouthfeel, but then you add something with a crunch that makes the best of both worlds. So you can make a crumb for us.
I'm going to be a little bit honest here. What is panna cotta?
Panna cotta is an Italian dessert. So it basically means set cream. That's if you translate directly.
Okay, so that guy's trying to be all fancy.
Yeah, it's just a big word for set cream, you know, like a stall pudding. So basically, what's nice about a panna cotta, because it's cream-based, you can give it any flavor you want. So we're going to use South African flavors today, Marula, Rooibos tea, you know.
I love that. I love that.
But be creative. Maybe use buchu or use like typical South African flavors, you know, that can make it really nice. So the base is really good.
Okay.
So you can make the crumb for us while I'm going to make the panna cotta.
We're working out here. Okay, so how do I do this?
Yeah, you're not just a pretty face, you can cook too. In the bowl, here I've got some flour. You can add the butter to the flour. And you can just use your fingertips, you know, to wryf it, rub it in.
Wryf it, I like that.
Gentle.
Right, so I'm adding the sugar in as well?
Just some brown sugar.
Got you there.
And in keeping with the South African theme, we're going to add some cinnamon.
All right.
And there you go. I'm going to start with the base of the panna cotta on this side. Obviously, we're using our beautiful Clover full cream milk. So a cup of that goes into our pot.
I mean, you said I'm getting involved in here, right?
Yes. Put your hands in, make sure they're clean and And then with our milk, we're also going to add cream. Obviously, like I said, it's a cream-based dessert, so we go half and half to make it a bit more healthier.
Okay, I like that. You're ticking Nature Boys boxes there with a house. Thank you very much.
You can have dessert and be healthy at the same time. Remember, milk is full of a lot of good vitamins and calcium and things are good for you.
Quick question while the guys are checking out the expressoshow.com for all this incredible recipe inspiration. What am I actually doing here? Am I just crumbling it up into little pieces? Or because it's kind of looking like...
at the moment, I don't know what you're doing, but what you're supposed to do... You've done a good work so far.
Okay, thank you.
So you just take your fingers and it's like making scones, you know?
I've got you.
You're making a crumb, my friend,
Okay, not the pancake that I had going on in the dish.
You're not making bread. That's a good attempt. I will get you there one day.
Okay, step one.
We're in this together. So we take our combined crumbs and put it onto a baking tray. Spread it out nicely. And then this goes into a hot oven just to bake it, and it will turn out like something like this.
Oh, is it like almost like a briskety looking?
Yeah, basically.
Okay,
it's a biscuit crumb. Okay. So in our pot over here, we've got our milk and our cream.
And that's just come to a boil?
Yeah. We add our Rooibos tea bags. Obviously, you can use loose leaf tea as well. I like to use things as natural as possible. Rooibos tea, obviously classic South African, really beautiful.
Of course, and I would imagine at this point in time, if you didn't want to do Rooibos, you can throw any tea bag in?
Like I said, you can use buchu if you want to keep it South African. You can use a Ceylon tea, or even just vanilla. It's great. We're going to obviously add a little bit of vanilla extract or vanilla paste. It's up to you. Obviously, it's dessert, so we need a bit of sugar.
We've got some beautiful flavors. We've got cinnamon, we've got vanilla, we've got some sweetness, we've got obviously the cream coming through here.
Yes.
You're talking about the things that my mouth just absolutely loves. Oh.
And then the last true South African, well, actually African, not only South African ingredient, I'm going to add a bit of marula, you know, made from the marula fruit.
Yes. So I think everyone in South Africa, and I think everyone in Africa has definitely come across, knows of, or has definitely tasted marula.
Obviously, if you don't want to use alcohol, you can just leave it out. You can maybe add finely diced chocolate in here just to melt the chocolate in. The white chocolate will go really well. That's the magic about set desserts. You can do anything with it.
All right.
We add a pinch of salt just to balance out the sweetness. And then what a panna cotta needs to set, obviously needs something to get that little jelly move. So we've got
wobble.
Yeah, so it's a gelatine powder. We just a little bit of we put it in the water. The clever people say we bloomed gelatine, so bloomed gelatine.
Bloomed gelatine.
Into our hot cream and milk and Rooibos tea, and you just stir and it will melt in.
And then that obviously is going to allow it to sit and get that wobble
Yeah.
and kind of provide that base that we're looking for, right?
The magic of a panna cotta is, I've been to many houses, people put in too much gelatin. It becomes so stiff, you know, like someone had too much Botox. We want this pudding just to be like lacquer, like a fresh little, like just a little bit of Botox.
I'm just thinking of any of those people that you visited that are watching right now thinking, oh my word,
They won't know. I love them to bits. Okay, so everything, once the gelatin is melted, you can get any container. We've used beautiful glass containers, but like traditionally we'd use a ramekin.
Okay, but you can style it up here, of course, I would imagine.
And then you'll just divide it into portions. Let's try to be very... There we go.
Keep some for me.
And then that goes into the fridge, preferably overnight. So you can just set, and what you end up, you can see, it's got a little wobble. Like I said, you can see that Botox, but it's still okay.
Yes.
There's still movement. And then just our beautiful crumbs on there. I mean, what more do you want in life?
What more do you want? You've got to try this out, of course. I'm going in for a taste, guys, and there you have it. As beautiful as it is, that's a panna cotta. We've kept it South African. We've kept it true to our heritage, I think. And,
it's almost like a milk tart with a bit of a, I don't know, differentness.
Thank you very much, Herman, and thank you for watching. Cheers, guys.
Made with love by Clover.